Happy Friday! We made it! The girls and I are going to the conference. We're going to go to the first morning session. Malachi is going to watch cartoons, and he's crying because it hasn't happened yet. Poppy's going to work a little bit.
And charge your candles.
And charge candles.
I don't want Poppy work. I want him to turn on the cartoons.
He will turn on the cartoons as soon as we leave. Good morning.
Everybody, it's great to be with you, and it's always great to be back at the homeschool conference, and something that we've been doing for about 20 years, and it's just one of the highlights of our year. My wife Alice is here with me, and my son Max, who is going to be our third child to graduate from the homeschool conference. He graduates tomorrow, and Olivia is 12, so she's heading into the 7th grade. So it's great to be back. How many new homeschoolers do we have? How many new homeschool families do we have? Good. Great show of hands, and homeschooling continues to grow in our state.
So, we just went to a little college fair.
And we got some goodies.
So they got some Liberty University, some glasses, and hold this bag. The Bob Jones University Bruins.
Mommy, do you have some of my stuff in there? So we were talking about which college we go to when we were going to grow. So we're going to go to the UNC place, and Poppy had this teacher who would always say that God wasn't real. So I wanted to say, my name is Anna Hedrick, Dustin Hedrick's little girl. I'm also named Your Worst Nightmare. And that was Hedrick's class.
You're going to tell them about Jesus just like Poppy did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to stop. Just because Poppy had to go, I'm not going to stop.
That's funny. So we're in the parking garage and it's dark, but the girls are talking about how they're going to share Jesus with their college professors. And Lydia said, "Oh, I could do my jelly bean presentation." And I said, "Honey, there's not show and tell at college." And she said, "Ah, but is there recess?"
There is another way
No,
to tell people about
there's no
Jesus.
recess.
No recess. Is there lunch? Hey, we went downstairs.
It went down.
Are you kidding?
No.
Seriously?
I'm serious.
What the up?
It said up and then it went down, just like that. He thought the girls pressed the wrong buttons, but I think this elevator is a little messed up.
This elevator's messed up, man. It made me sit and wait yesterday, so I just finally walked twice.
Okay, we're all back together. We are going to go to the conference. We're going to park. We're going to walk down a block or two and find Mellow Mushroom. So the kids have never been. I honestly don't know if I've ever been. It kind of got big after we left Atlanta. So anyways, Mellow Mushroom for lunch, and then we're gonna go hit some more workshops and hopefully not overwhelm my family and get a bunch of good nuggets.
I'm already overwhelmed.
Get some good nuggets to last me through this next year. So Anna found a little garden on top of a building. How cool is that?
Lori's taking the kids to say thank you to a police officer for keeping us safe. They're gonna pray for her. That's cool. I didn't realize that. No.
We have Randy.
Okay, watch. Here it goes. Give space. Whoa. My goodness. Clap, 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 guys.
Good. I can't do it.
Whoa.
There it is. Yay.
What it's trying to do, it's also trying to eat flies and other insects. And what will happen is you get water that goes down in here. And you see this little slick part right here?
Oh, it looks like a heart.
Yeah, so the insect will land on here. They'll be attracted to this from the colors, and they'll slide off down in there. And then the plant juices, it'll actually soak up.
For those of you who wonder what an NCHE book area looks like, wow, here's a little look. All right, so here's a look at the bookstore. Good law, folks, there's everything here you can imagine for way, 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 way down.
Aren't we ordered?
books,
Oh yeah, this isn't the
your
actual
materials,
one.
your curriculums, all this different area around here. You know, my kids love all the fun stuff. You guys got some fun stuff? What you got there, Malachi? To see. It's cars. It's cool. Maybe so. Look at that. Extreme dot to dot explorers. And you're doing it for what?
I'm gonna buy the U.S. history one. It goes with our cycle 3 for classical conversations. So I'm gonna get it for Annabeth.
Good Lord.
Check that out.
That's a little bit of dotting. Looks like
Some
fun.
puzzles have 1,400 dots.
Crazy.
Butterfly. It's all about butterflies. This one's about bugs.
No, Mommy, I thought you
Food chain. Whoa.
This is one of the it only does
This is a graphic novel about
Oh my
food
goodness.
chain. Here's
It
hurricanes.
lights up too. I didn't know
Cell
that.
life,
Malachi.
genes, hurricanes, photosynthesis, volcanoes. Maybe there's one magnetism.
This displays just keep going on and on and on. See just how much they got going on in this place. And we're all only midway through it. It's crazy.
And then you're going to talk with your spouse and go, well, what is on this little calendar that we wish wasn't on there? And what are some things that we don't see on the calendar that we wish was on there?
This place is hustling and bustling. Crazy all around. Lori really likes the BJU Press, Bob Jones University stuff. So we're looking at all those different versions of things. She's checking out what she likes. So much cool stuff. Science area is cool. Busy, 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 busy. And then there's Mr. Malachi.
And this new car is open.
Got a new car, it's clear and it lights up.
There's my family waiting on me.
We are about shopped in school
We're done.
and seminar out. We're about done. Lori's got books and books and books. You guys, these YWAM books and stuff, we'll go through all the stuff we caught and gathered. We have done good. We're heading out. We'll do an NCHE haul here in a minute for all you homeschoolers. Let's get out of here, guys. Get your little flashy car out of here, boy. Yeah.
The one that opened, I thought was
Girls are sniffing a magnolia.
There's the other one that opened.
Pretty. Don't hurt it. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, this one's beautiful. Look. There's all the part of the stem.
Everything right there, they're huge.
Don't touch them.
Okay, let's go. Okay, we are at a park in between the convention center and our hotel. Malachi and Anna are getting ready to go down the brown slide. Whee! So fun. They haven't ventured over to the one over there. It's just huge. Oh, there he goes. He's flying like an airplane.
Mommy, look at There's a dog!
There's a dog over there.
Can I pet him?
No.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You shot out of there. Malachi's back at it. I missed you. Go do it again. Do the other one, the far one. How was it? It didn't seem as fast as the middle one. Nice song. What did you tell Mommy?
Oh, and a beautiful day to play outside today.
He said, Mommy, it's a beautiful day to play outside. I thought that was so sweet.
This is eel. This is California roll. This is spider roll, because it's got soft shell crab. This one is, I believe it's the Sakura special roll I tried. Sunrise Sakura. And this one is...
My baby's going to fall down.
Yes.
I got it.
This one is the rest of the soft shell crab. And this one is, not sure what it is. And then we have salmon, sashimi. Very good. So you guys ready to eat?
So Lydia choked on a piece of California roll. The black seaweed that wraps the thing, if you unroll it, it's about this long, and it got stuck in her throat. And so she got choked, and then, yeah, there was a little bit of commotion, so, but...
I beat it out of her, though.
Dustin beat her. Hey, do a Krispy Kreme since we couldn't do.
It's fine.
So they had this dessert, and they said it's called Mount Fuji, but you have to order it 30 minutes in advance. So I did, and then at the end of the meal, he goes, so did you want that? And we said, yeah. And he goes, okay, I'll go order it. And I said, no, if it takes 30 minutes and you haven't ordered it, no thank you. So,
but he said he didn't believe it because he didn't think we wanted it. Like, we did.
We're at the donut factory!
It says hot now.
Yay! We'll go
Hot
in.
now.
Yes. Where are we? They're hot. So we're at Krispy Kreme. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there they go. Look at that.
I'll see if they get if any are doing right. Remember when I saved somebody from getting a bad donut? Yeah, actually, wasn't it me?
And fresh. They're getting ready to come out now.
Here they come. Here they come. Oh, there they are.
Maybe I can practically smell these glasses. Oh.
Kai, you say thank you? Oh, yeah, balloon. My goodness.
Yum, 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 yum. Hey, the girls got hats and balloons. Goodness. We got 10 hot and 2 lemon.
How is it?
Good. It's good when you eat it now.
They smush. They're so smushy. How's it, Malachi? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to drink now.
In a minute, in a minute.
Oh, crispy.
Yeah.
Almost like crispy.
It melts in your mouth. Okay, year 1 in the books. I've always wanted to go to one of these conferences. I've been to a vendor books fair before, but this is just different.
Yeah.
And something about the hotel, like we're on a little mini vacation, and the donuts, and just, I don't know, we're investing into our kids' future. There's a police officer, Malachi, here.
Jesus, keep them safe. Malachi said he better pray for him. But anyway.
So anyways, it's just, here we go. We're ready for next year, and it's nice to have a husband who supports me. And anyways, he picked out probably half that list. So anyways, okay. Are you going to pray for the police officer?
Yeah. Thank you, the police officer, be safe. Amen.
Amen.
And there's our book haul.
Anyway, I want to just take one more second and talk about the picture that Lori got. She said she didn't record any of the happening, but ended up really being something pretty significant. A guy, his name was Rodney, passed us on the sidewalk as we were going to eat, and Lori turns and says, should I invite him to come eat with us, because he had asked for money and we never carry change because of my time at Blood and Fire. I don't give away change. It's one of my things, because you give away change to homeless folks. You can't know what they're going to do with it, and it's not that I want to control what's done with it. It's just that when I worked at Blood and Fire, most of the time, if someone gave one of our guys change, They go buy a nickel bag and they'd be gone, and they would be back on the rock or whatever, heroin. And I just didn't want to be. I never want to be a part of that. So we always try to do something with the person immediately. We either give them something legitimate, buy them something legitimate, or whatever. And Lori's like, "Can we just take him to lunch with us?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. Tell him come on over and we'll pick up his lunch." And so anyway, went to Mellow Mushroom and ate with the kids and Mr. Rodney. And Mr. Rodney's 64 years old. He's been in Winston-Salem for 3 years. He's been homeless for many years, and he's all alone. He has no family or anything. There's a homeless shelter he stays at here, and there's some friends he has around him. But, of course, there's no way to get food. You have to panhandle to get it. And he's not a drug person. He's not a drunk. He's just a guy that's on hard times. And so you can tell the difference because, you know, crack addicts generally have teeth missing, and their mouths do a certain way because they've hit the crack pipe. And, you know, heroin, you can see it in their arms. And, I mean, there's just different things you can notice. And, you know, there's something that happens to folks' complexion and their demeanor, their thinking, whatever. It wasn't that at all. It was really surprising. You know, first gauging his appearance, you just think, homeless guy. But here's a guy who is legitimately just a good human being and just needed a relationship. And so we sat down and we talked for the longest time. And during that time, I got to pray for him and encourage him. Anna drew him a little picture. And in the picture, she wrote what I was thinking, and that's, "You're not alone." And I talked to him about, you know, just a little bit about the Lord, and just where I could, just encouraged him, and then spent some time just praying for his needs. And his food got held up, like they didn't bring it. And so we wanted him to eat with us, but he wanted to take something and go outside. So he ended up having to wait longer because our food came. So we offered him some of ours, and he was real talkative. And then finally we had to get up and actually chase his food down. So we did. And finally I got him to bring his food. And so he got his hoagie and his steak hoagie and everything. And then he went on his way. But we got such a good, I guess probably 35, 40 minutes to hang out with Mr. Rodney. And the thing is that I was thinking about during it is, I mean, that was for him. He got to see our kids, you know, interact, and they all got to talk to him, tell him jokes, and just connect with him. But I always want my family to connect that way, because it's so easy to look down on people, and it's so easy to see someone who's homeless or hungry and think little of them. And they're family, man. We're in this whole thing together, you know. We're spiritual beings stuck in a natural predicament called planet Earth. And we're in this together. And so I never want my kids to look at people weird. I want us to see each other as family and care about each other. And that's the thing I took away from Blood and Fire. Those years I put in the inner city, and I lived with the homeless guys down at 188 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive off in Atlanta, downtown from the Capitol building. And I learned a lot from Charles and all those guys there. And anyway, with that said, today was a good time. It was a good time to hang out with family. And I was glad that Mr. Rodney got to be part of the family today. You could see it encouraged him. Just wish we were closer to see him more.
Watch this video. No, watch this video. Subscribe!